The following is a Castwave Studios production.
Cause you want the tasty treat. It's two fat guys eat. Welcome back to round 2 of this year's Meat 16 tournament. I'm Colin.
I'm Brian. I'm Sean.
And, well, fuck it. I'm not going to describe it. You listened to the last episode. Here, let's get right into the next. Let's get right into the semis.
Let's fucking go.
All right. So, a lot of surprising takes on last rounds of sandwiches. There was opinions I might not have necessarily agreed with, but you know,
Sure.
it's fine. It's
Same.
fine.
Same. There was
This is a democracy.
This is a democracy. Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're friends. It's
That's
like,
why we're friends. Differing opinions, baby.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So let's start out with round 1. I'm sad because I already know how this round's gonna go personally, but the Popeyes chicken sandwich versus Steak and Shake's Frisco burger. Now, I would say I feel like the Frisco
This
burger
is a tougher.
should.
I think it's a tougher one.
It is. It's definitely a tougher one because I think the Frisco burger should move on because A, it's got a more complex flavor profile.
Mm-hmm.
B, it's griddled, so it's like it's got that textural.
with that butter.
See?
That butter.
Yeah, right? Now, but again, you got the crunch and the spice from the Popeyes chicken sandwich on a brioche bun. So...
Which one are you gonna go
And the
with?
crispiness on the outside, it's so good. It's like a light crisp. It almost tastes like fucking tempura. It's good.
By the way, and this has nothing
Tempura-esque, not actual.
this has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about, but can you imagine if they made the Popeyes chicken sandwich and they breaded that with panko?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Ooh! That would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's...
With a little tamari sauce or like some teriyaki. Oh my
I'm
god.
so torn because...
I'm getting the slight edge to the chicken sandwich just because, like,
That's
I
fair.
haven't had enough exposure to the other one.
Yeah.
I only had like
That's
a
fair.
bite of it, but
That's
obviously
fair.
it beat out the last one because that bite was better than what it was up against.
Fair
so
enough.
so with this, like the chicken sandwich, man. I mean, it's so good. It's a movement, man.
No, I get it. I would
Whether
still...
you like it with regular spicy or bacon and cheese, it's
I would
just
still...
consistently
I
good.
personally still am going to go with the Frisco burger just because, again, it's got a lot more flavor and textural enjoyment to it than,
Now, why
say...
would you put that kind of pressure on Brian?
I mean, no. Again, there's no wrong answer here. It's all a matter of opinion. Also, I very rarely get a burger that's on fucking sourdough,
Yeah.
and it's just like, it's appreciated when I can get it. Essentially,
Well, I mean, if you're ever at a Hardee's and you get a monster burger,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
if you get a monster burger, because they used to do this back in the day. I used to get that on sourdough. It's fucking amazing.
what do you call it? Hardee's has its own Frisco melt too.
I think, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as popular in my opinion as the one from Steak and Shake, so
Well,
that's
sure.
why I chose that one.
Oh, God. Give me a second.
Told you.
Lemony. I think, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is really, really fucking good.
Yep. There is no argument. I mean, I think that, like I said, I think in the last episode and this episode, we've stated that the Popeyes chicken sandwich is probably the best chicken sandwich you can get on the market.
Yes.
Today.
I mean, I remember, because it came out during the pandemic,
Yep.
and, I remember getting it via Grubhub, and, just being like, this is fucking amazing. And it was a serotonin booster in a time where serotonin was hard to come by. I don't have to remind anybody here.
Nope, you do not.
That being said, I'm going with the Frisco burger.
Yes. Vindication.
No, I don't really care.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, sweet. So, yay, Frisco burger moves on.
Hooray.
I will love it. Okay.
I'm so crying.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a good one. Shake Shack's Shack Burger versus the famous star from Hardee's / Carl's Jr. Now, I know on both of them, both of them made quick work of their opponents.
So this time we actually have
This one's tougher because, I mean, I personally would probably give the edge to Shake Shack just due to the quality of its ingredients. And
this sucks because
it's tough though.
I mean, this sucks because like last round I was just listening to you two go on about it and going like whatever, and then this one comes around, I'm like fuck, because I got an even bigger dog in this fucking fight.
I know.
God, because like
I mean, again, and not to make comparisons, but the famous star is essentially their answer to McDonald's Quarter Pounder.
yes. I'll argue it's better than the Quarter Pounder,
which
is why it's in this round.
I won't even argue that. I'm saying it is better than the Quarter Pounder.
But
Hardee's just has a better quality of, like, they have a better quality, which is funny because you hear that, you're like, who's got the better tasting burger, McDonald's or Hardee's? You hear that, you're like, well, McDonald's, obviously, but no, it's quite the opposite. It's Hardee's has the better tasting burger. Ugh. No, it's tough. I get it.
Because living in Maryland, whenever I get to go to Hardee's, it's kind of like a treat because it's like they're not really around here. All the way
I would honestly say the same for Shake Shack because the closest you have to get to a more affluent area of Maryland / DC.
I think the closest
go to DC.
The closest Hardee's is like across the border
in
Pennsylvania, and then the closest.
No, actually,
well, there's one in like Hagerstown.
There's one in Hanover.
Oh, Hanover. Okay,
no,
and then
not Hanover.
Hancock.
Hancock. Thank you.
Yeah. Hancock. And I think there's a Shake Shack in Baltimore.
No, that one closed.
They're in DC.
That one closed.
They did.
Yep, the one in Crownsville closed.
Well, shit.
I know, right?
And
I'm so pissed off about that.
There's one in Bethesda, I think.
Because I remember going, because like we went to I think we went to a concert or something, and it wasn't like I know there was a Shake Shack. There was
you
one.
and I went to Shake Shack in DC. We went to some event and we went to Shake Shack.
Yeah, there's Shake Shack at DC.
I don't know. Shake Shack is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is so hard.
Like I said, I personally give it to Shake Shack because their beef is better.
Here, you want to make this easier?
What?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yes. Now again, I'm not saying it's close. It's close.
No,
it's
here's the
close.
thing. Don't get me wrong. I like Hardee's, but if you want something that's gonna really be a really good tasting burger, but something that's gonna be of a little bit higher quality, yeah, you're gonna spend a little more.
Sure.
Yeah. That's exactly the way you should put it.
Yeah.
If you're worried about your budget, eat at Hardee's.
Yeah.
It's a very good burger for a much lower price. But if money is not an issue and you want a good quality burger as well, go to Shake Shack.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's. I mean, again, it's a bummer.
If it's an option, take the Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's an option, get the Shake Shack.
I mean, I'm always gonna love Hardee's, but I'll go with Shake Shack.
Yeah.
All right.
No one's hardened against Hardee's.
So all right. Here's one. The White Castle slider versus Roy Rogers Gold Rush chicken sandwich.
Sean, you have the floor.
This round is filled with Sophie's choice. Like, it is like
because we've eliminated all of the.
We eliminated all the crap. We did a fantastic job in eliminating all the crap last episode. that this one is just like the cream of the cream of the creme.
It's funny that you make it's funny that you make a wrestling reference because I was about to joke about like this is starting to feel like that second half of the Royal Rumble where it's like okay, all right, let's see who actually wins this thing.
Yeah,
we got Roy
it's like
Rogers
all the jobbers got thrown out of the ring, you know, like a second into
We're
it.
in the final four, basically.
Gold Rush
Yeah.
chicken sandwich versus the Slider.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
I would personally say of the two,
Slider.
I'd go the slider. Yeah,
I'm going Slider. Here's the thing. Gold Rush is decent in its own right, but it's not the bee's knees of sandwiches. The Slider is like I mean, for crap's sake, the restaurant itself has a movie with a name with the movie.
Yeah.
The movie tie-in.
Which one of these are you able to buy frozen in the grocery store?
Fucking not a Gold Rush.
Right?
I know, and that's the thing. Even though Roy Rogers is, it's more savory. It's sweet. It's salty, like you said in the last
And
episode.
if I'm strictly comparing the ones that's coming out of a restaurant, not in the box, because the box it has a different taste. I don't like what comes out. Of the box. The box is complete shite. The what comes out of the actual institution, actual White Castle, is good.
Yeah,
is really good.
Didn't we eat at that one in Jersey and it gave us both the runs or something?
Well, we ate a lot. We ate a lot.
That's a part of it.
Well, and that's the thing. That's to be fair. That's any of these fucking places.
Maybe that's a Crave Box experience.
Yeah.
You get your Crave Box. You get all your sliders. You get your fries, and then you get the runs.
Well, to be fair, we also ate like their fucking chicken rings and shit like that.
Oh God! No.
So obviously, mistakes were made.
Do not get chicken from a burger place.
No,
that is it. Maybe get your burger from a hot dog place because that's actually good.
Well,
as it turns out.
I mean, if you've been listening long enough, you know what that means. But I'm gonna go.
Ted?
I'm gonna go sliders.
Yep, I agree. So all right, that's a sweep for the slider. So.
Yep.
All right, so this last round is Cookout's Big Double versus Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger. This one I feel is not difficult because as much as I love Cookout, there's just more food and it's fresher coming out of fucking Five Guys.
I mean, once it's payday, and if you feel like you're spending a 25% of your paycheck on it.
Yep.
You know what? Honestly, it's similar to the 2 rounds ago. Is if you want,
what is the prices of Five Guys? Holy shit!
All right, cool.
Does anyone notice?
So
it's nuts.
You ordered a regular fry, so that's gonna be half of like a brown paper bag that's gonna be see-through by the time it gets here. Mm-hmm. Also, that's gonna be a double cheeseburger. Just a regular bacon cheeseburger, not the little one. Let's see, without even factoring in tax or tipping in your driver, that's going to be about $45. Cash or Apple Pay, please.
Yeah,
it's like fucking
what? So in my experience, I would honestly say it's similar to 2 rounds ago. I would say if you want a decent double cheeseburger, essentially a double bacon cheeseburger, essentially, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, go to Cookout.
Yes.
If you want a great double bacon cheeseburger, and money is not an issue, go to Five Guys. Yeah. Both are equally good.
In terms of this one, I'm gonna say Five Guys just because it's just always been consistently good for me. Mm-hmm. And
I will say I don't know what it is, but Five Guys is the only time that I don't mind when the bun is soggy. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care if the bun is soggy with that because the meat is the feature.
Yeah, the meature, if you will.
You're getting the juices, you're getting the condiments. It's all
and
good.
that cheese is melted on that cheese is melted on perfectly, and it's just fucking.
It's consistently
every bite is just sex.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's worth the money.
It's worth the money. All right, so now we're down to.
By the way, I actually tried their grilled cheese the other day.
Oh yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, because I know that you usually get like a burger and a grilled cheese, and
I usually get a little burger and a grilled cheese.
And I'm like, why the fuck are you getting a grilled cheese? And then I tried it, and I was like, oh, I know now.
Yeah,
it was good.
It's actually kind of good.
It was like a bacon grilled cheese, and it was like, oh,
yep.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so that was the quarterfinals. I said semis at the beginning. I apologize. That was the quarterfinals. Now we're coming into the semis.
Are we doing that as
No. I think we can get everything in this episode.
All right, might as well make it two-party.
So the semis. All right, this first matchup in the semis is going to be the Frisco Burger.
Okay.
Versus the Famous Star.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize. It's the Frisco Burger versus the Shack Burger. Sorry.
I'm gonna go with.
Honestly, I know I'm gonna sound crazy on this one.
I'm gonna sing a certain song by the B-52s if that leads you to believe what my choice is.
That's the thing. I've been singing the praises of Shake Shack so far because of the freshness of its ingredients, the quality of its beef.
Fresh.
I'm going Frisco Burger. I love the flavor.
I'm gonna differ with you on that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying I love the taste, the texture of the Frisco Burger more than I mean, and again, there's nothing wrong with the Shack Burger at all. I'm just saying the amalgamation of flavors, I love it too much to not vote for it. So I'm going Frisco.
I'm gonna
Burger.
have to have that Frisco Burger.
Oh baby, later. Find me one within 100 miles. I'll drive you myself.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding when I say that.
All right.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
As the kids say, bet.
All right, wait. So Brian, what do you?
So we differed on opinion. I said Shack. You said Frisco.
I said Frisco. Yeah. What are you thinking, baby?
Oh
my God, it's Sophie's choice all over it.
I mean, all these are gonna be Sophie's choice from here on out.
Because I'm gonna have to try that Frisco Burger too.
It's so good.
I've got to go with Shake Shack though.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
It's so good. I mean, honestly, it's almost like the successor to Elevation Burger for me.
Yeah. No. It's been around. Shake Shack's been around longer than Elevation Burger, but yes, I agree.
By the way, I never got a straight answer on that. Did Elevation Burger go out of business as a whole?
I don't think they're out of business.
They just closed some locations. Yeah, they have some ones that are
because the one that's over by Wegmans is now a fucking like an eye exam place or whatever. Oh, it's like the same colors, and every time I go by there, I'm like, it's no.
It's my eye doctor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, upside is there is still actually an Elevation Burger.
Welcome to my eye doctor.
Oh, thank
our
God.
patients are cattle.
So
we might need to go sometime.
I would not say no to that.
I haven't had it in years. I've not had.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to that. All right, so Shack Burger moves to the finals.
Right.
All right, the last of the semis, we've got the Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger versus the White Castle Slider.
I mean, honestly, my vote's got to be Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I don't have White Castle enough to.
That's. I don't blame you, and honestly,
it's more of a location thing. If White Castle, if you wanted to be the tippy top of this list, you should move some down here, like at least in Pennsylvania or.
No, here's the thing.
Virginia.
I absolutely.
That goes for you too, Tim Hortons.
That's the thing. I absolutely agree with you that. I feel like in this option there is no other correct answer other than Five Guys. White Castle's great, and you can get like 6 of the sliders for the cost of one fucking bacon cheeseburger from fucking Five Guys.
Oh no, you can get more than that.
Well, probably. I'm
I think a crate box is like a crate box now is like $20.
Yeah,
and it comes with like, I think it's like 6 sliders, 6 fries.
So basically, the amount of money that you pay for a drink, order of fries, and a bacon cheeseburger from Five Guys, you can get a crate box and a drink from fucking.
It's like and it's a heavier bag. Have you ever lifted up a crate box? It's like it's fucking heavy.
It's solid, baby. All right, so yeah, the bacon cheeseburger wins. Yes. It's from Five Guys.
Ironically, it's the same amount of beef.
But interesting side note. So that puts the final of who makes the best fast food sandwich in our Meat 16 is going to be Shake Shack's Shack Burger versus the Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger.
Oh my God! It is. This is Sophie's choice.
All right, I know what I'm gonna go with.
All right, let's hear Brian first. You've been saying it first to set the tone. Let's change it up for the finals.
Wow. Yeah.
Bro, Brian, you have to make a decision.
Tell me of your homework.
I know it's a nightmare.
Oh God. So it's come down to this: the Five Guys Bacon Cheeseburger versus the Shake Shack Shake Burger.
Shack Burger,
whatever. Shut up, I'm trying to sound official.
Shack,
Jesus.
Shack food. Shack burger.
So on the thank you. That really adds to the ambience.
You're welcome.
So so you've got, on the one hand, you've got Five Guys, which has been like, it's kind of been this like new wave of like fast food, kind of along with Chipotle for a while, where it's just kind of been, it's just kind of been like a permanent thing for a while.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody knows what Five Guys is.
Doesn't.
And it's exceedingly rare, if not like never happened, where I've had a bad experience from Five Guys. You know what I mean? I've never had a bad burger from Five Guys. They might drown me in French fries.
Sure. To
the point where I'm like, hey guys, that I know I'm a fat ass, but
that's enough slices.
Where's the cheese? It's under the sauce. But it's just like, it's ubiquitous at this point. Five Guys bacon cheeseburger is a ubiquitous staple of American fast food. And then you've got Shake Shack. And Shake Shack is a little more, I wouldn't say underground, but it's definitely not nearly as beloved because they don't have as many locations. But I feel like if you've had Shake Shack, you know what's up. And
doesn't it, like, yeah, now that you mention it, I feel like Shake Shack does feel like the hipster version of like the burger. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, you got two of them. Like, Five Guys is like, we're consistent, we do one thing right, and we get it done. And we, you know, if you every time you order fries, we give you way too much.
Yep.
Like, and then we're consistent, and it's the same thing.
Also,
time. And then Shake Shack's coming up here, going. No, this is how you do it perfectly, and if we've been doing it before, it was cool.
We've got an Asiago Gruyere burger, and it's gonna be amazing. It's like something.
There's a difference there. Yeah, I can see it.
That also being said, like, Five Guys is also, well, this has nothing to do with anything, but Five Guys will not only drown you in French fries, but they're also just like, hey, you like coming into our store? Fuck your peanut allergy. But
True.
Fuck your peanut allergy.
Well, I mean,
only the brave survive.
To be fair,
but
like if you don't know that Five Guys, if you have a peanut allergy and you don't know that Five Guys has a lot of peanuts, or to stay away from from Five Guys, I'm like, honestly, there's a reason then that Darwin had certain laws. Like,
sure.
Sorry. It had to be said.
Yeah. Oh, God, if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick.
No, there's no rush. I'll just go on record and say this. Both are fresh.
Mm-hmm.
They both source from.
They're both
sources.
good.
They're both delicious. Neither of them makes bad product, and they're both equally. They're both at an equal price point.
Yeah.
So, like, we should start, like, I think now is the time to kind of get really, like, nitpicky with it.
Yes.
Because that's going to be kind of, like the deciding factors. And this has come to this over the minute details.
This is kind of why this is why I went with this over the Frisco burgers, because I felt like this was going to be the more interesting conversation.
Yeah, sure. I get that.
Because I feel like this right here is, like, the literal, like, you know, immovable object versus the unstoppable force of burgers right now.
Yeah. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would say I personally would go with Shake Shack because I've never picked up a Shake Shack burger and been like, I feel like I need a Stridax pad from the amount of grease on my hands.
I haven't heard the term Stridex in like over a decade.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you,
but
for a different reason. Mine's not grease. Okay. Mine is bring it back full circle again to dimensional stability.
Yes.
Of a sandwich.
No, I'll go with
that. Sandwich is gonna keep together without the need of a wrap or aluminum foil.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna need something, like, not to say that that Five Guys is consistently good and it tastes really well. But if I have to nitpick, and I'm and we're down to the wire, it's nitpicking time.
Yeah.
Shake Shack.
It's nitpicking time, Daddy. I'll tell you right now.
It's of the two, Five Guys has a tendency to like overload. Like there's a lot of grease with the burgers. Again, given the fact that they're cooking so many at a given time. But that excess grease causes your sandwich to sort of.
I wonder, by the way, if that's not because they take that burger off the griddle and they plate it and they literally wrap it in tinfoil without letting that meat rest a little bit. Because I feel like what's happening is those juices are soaking out into that tinfoil and they're reabsorbing back into that bun, which is why they're always so fucking flimsy.
Yeah.
That's probably what's happening.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I will say, I've had it without the bun.
Yeah.
Because here's another point in Five Guys' favor. I don't know if Shake Shack does this, but you can have it's an option. You can put it either in a bowl with all your lettuce, tomato stuff, or you can have it as a lettuce wrap. They'll wrap lettuce around the burger for you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get a bun, and you don't want to get fries, and you're like, if you're trying to watch your figure, they'll be cognizant of that.
Sure.
Which is nice.
Sure. But I mean, again,
but in terms of like if we're talking about an actual burger, like I'm giving it the Shake Shack. Ryan,
I will also
say trying to start with you, but you haven't committed.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I will also say that like if you're looking for gluten-free options, Five Guys really only does the lettuce wrap or the bowl, but like Shake Shack does have a gluten-free bun, and it's actually pretty good. So they do have that in their favor. That all being said, as much as I do enjoy Five Guys, my personal preference, and I will say I enjoy their fries more too, I gotta go with Shake Shack.
Yes.
Because
high five.
Yes.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Yes. Because it's a more enjoyable burger. It's just, and also you get a shake there as well.
Yeah.
And it's a really good meal.
Yeah. No. See, and that's the thing. No. In all of these options, we have not said that any of these are bad. In fact, they're good. The fact that they still exist after however many years the company's been in business, and these items are still around, speak to how well they do.
Yeah.
They're all delicious sandwiches.
Are we talking about everything on this list? Like that we just.
All right, maybe not everything, but.
I was gonna say there's one company I really can't put that behind.
I know.
But anyways,
we know
the moral of the story. Fuck Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Well, I'll say it.
Yeah,
fuck Chick-fil-A. Eat Shake Shack.
Yeah, there you go. Eat Shake Shack.
Eat Shake Shack, daddy.
So we've determined through the process of
elimination,
process of March Madness style breakdown tournament.
God, that was tough.
Yeah, we've now determined that the best fast food sandwich on the market is Shake Shack's Shack Burger.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Yeah. It's honestly, I will admit, I put that on the list thinking, it would be a strong contender, but I honestly thought maybe it was going to get knocked out in the semis. I didn't think it was going to make it all the way to the end, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
All right.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Of the burgers we had on this list, who did you think was actually going to make it to the end?
Honestly, I thought the chicken sandwich was going to go further.
Popeyes?
Yeah.
I mean, Popeyes is definitely a strong contender.
Well, Popeyes did pretty well, but I think Popeyes got knocked out in the quarters.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, again, and mind you, I think it was just...
Yeah, I at least thought it was going to make it to the semis.
And that's, again, there's
I didn't think it was going to win it. But
I think I made enough of a case for the Frisco burger that I was just like, it's so good.
It's like, all right, fine, geez, Colin, we'll try it.
Yes.
But
I like the burger.
I like the Frisco burger. I can't help
it. It's yummy in my tums.
It is yummy in my tummy. But all right, so who else? Well, what did you think, Brian? Who did you think was going to make it to the end?
I mean, I don't know. Can I take a look at the list real fast?
Yeah, sure.
Just because
I've got to pull it back up.
All right. Well, thank you.
I can't remember.
There you go.
I'm just okay. Let me see here. I will say, the Baconator I thought would have like made it past like at least the first round, but
that's the thing. Again, it was coming up against tough competition.
Yeah.
And again, it's the problem with the Baconator is that you're not always getting the best. Like, for instance, in certain contexts, like again, it's basically a double cheeseburger with a shitload of bacon on it.
Yeah, it's a problem
which is great.
Chains,
which is great.
The bigger chains.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. With bigger chains, you're not getting a consistent sandwich quality across the board. And so, like, for instance, if I wanted a Baconator, but I went and my Baconator had like floppy, impotent bacon on it, I'd be fucking pissed off. Yeah, limp, impotent bacon is my number one pet peeve.
That's what you need to name.
I mean, honestly, I thought it was like Limp Bizkit's new album.
Yeah, right.
That needs to be your
Limp Bacon.
That needs to be your wrestling name. Limp Impotent Bacon.
Limp Impotent Bacon.
Let's see here. Honestly, I think the majority of these, I'm happy with how they placed. I mean, I would have given a little more love to Hardee's, but I mean, that kind of, we
again, I think that was just a bad draw.
That was just the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But
because to be fair, I did randomize this. It wasn't like,
No, I know.
I would have been like happier if we had a larger audience base. I would have been like, vote for who you think goes where in the bracket.
Doesn't Impotent Bacon sound like a really cool band name?
It sounds like a Japanese rock band.
Yeah, it does.
Hello, we are Impotent Bacon.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, okay.
Is it?
Do you have any idea what that means?
I think that mood.
Yeah.
You have to shift the mood to match the title. We're Impotent Bacon.
Hello, we're Impotent.
That's Jim Gaffigan's band. Hello, we're Impotent Bacon. Sadness in my soul, Impotent Bacon.
Don't cook me too much.
I don't like being crispy.
I'm genuinely happy about the outcome of this tournament.
Yeah.
I think next time, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would be a good one for next time, because I think this is a once a year thing, because it takes a lot of fucking.
Best taco? No, there's not enough tacos.
It's not enough taco joints.
Not enough tacos.
At least nationwide, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza, probably.
Pizza.
Pizza's universal.
Well, I feel like if we were going to do that next year, we need to throw a pizza party.
Oh, next year, huh?
Pick your favorite turtle, by the way.
Well, come on. That's fucking easy.
Yeah.
No, but I did enjoy this. If anybody out there disagrees with our opinion, go fuck yourself. But
come on.
No, I can't. No, but here's the thing. Like, for instance, I know there are people out there who are like, "Oh, In-N-Out makes the best burger," and I'm like, you know what? I'm sure they make a damn good burger, and I'm dying to try one. Unfortunately, they're only as far. The furthest east they go is Texas.
Yeah.
So...
If I may, this sounded very much like it was a regional / East Coast version of this, and we discussed this prior.
I did feel bad because there's really only 3 chains that were West Coast based, and even then it was. I think it was In-N-Out. White Castle was founded in the middle in the flyover states.
Sure.
So I called that West. McDonald's also started in California, so West.
It's McDonald's.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm just saying I had to pick. I had to research where they. Yeah. So they started in California, so that's why they're West. And then Carl's Jr. is predominantly more West Coast. I know we said Hardee's / Carl Jr. So I called that West.
I mean, there's enough of a variant there that you could argue they're very much the same, and that's kind of a fascinating story about how that works, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But, like, there's enough of a regional variance there.
I didn't realize... You know what I did realize?
But I will say also... Yeah, obviously In-N-Out, Jack in the Box.
Was it... Okay, maybe this is me just, like, not remembering, or just maybe it's Mandela effect, okay? But... Wasn't there a Jack in the Box out in Crownsville at one point?
I think there was. but I think it might have closed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I genuinely remember one being out there, and I was like, "Ooh, I should stop there at some point." And then like going back the next year, and it wasn't there.
They were all over the friggin' place in Texas. And it's like Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Taco Cabana, by the way.
Yeah,
freaking Taco Cabana was awesome. And I'm not really sure about any other like. I mean, I remember Qdoba was kind of a West Coast thing, but now we've got one here in Frederick. So
yeah, we got multiple in Maryland. Yeah, it's not just.
But yeah, as far as like West Coast like fast food chains go, I mean, I really think
you know what we should do for the next Meat 16? Fast food chicken. Who's got the best fast food chicken?
At Popeyes.
Oh no, I'd argue that. I'll argue the.
We don't have a Churches around here.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Where?
You got to know where to look. First of all,
there's a Churches in.
You gotta drive.
There's a yeah. You gotta drive, but there's a Churches. There's Churches around here. There's a Bojangles around here. Zaxby's, Raising Cane's. All of those places exist relatively.
Oh, dude,
nearby.
Which one? Okay,
Zaxby's.
Okay. Hold on then, because we're talking about this. Are we gonna do pizza next, or are we gonna do chicken next?
I mean, we can do. I mean, I'm not saying we have to commit now. I'm just saying something.
Because if we do chicken, it's got to be the Meat 16 Cluck You edition.
Ha! That's a good one.
And on that note,
you
wasted another perfectly good
30 or so minutes.
Yeah.
Listening to two fat guys eat. We appreciate your time, and hey, if you want us to do a particular episode on a food topic, reach out to us over the social medias at Castwave Studios on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I was about to say X, but I was like, fuck Elon Musk. I'm calling it Twitter.
The Talk Ticks.
Yeah, the Talk Ticks, too.
Given Elon Musk's bullshit, it's okay to dead name Twitter.
Well, until next time, remember, don't stop eating when you're full. Stop eating when you hate yourself.
Two Fat Guys Eat is a Castwave Studios production. For other shows and more, please visit castwavestudios.com.